As any parent or teacher will tell you, poop is a part of life. That's what Jason Crean reminds his students as they tiptoe around tortoises and duck under birds in his classroom. As you're about to see, Mr. Crean gives new meaning to the term teacher's pet.
So since we've been talking about evolution, we want to talk about adaptations. Growing up, I was an animal lover, and I knew that if I was engaged in that, I could get kids excited about that. What we've got at Station 1 is the tortoise here. That's Horace, the tortoise. Unfortunately, the first day, my snakes escaped, so that was a great way to start teaching. But from that point on, it's just brought about great stories.
Most of the classes were used to textbooks, but in this class we're able to do hands-on work.
I met Jason about 12 years ago working at Brookfield Zoo. He, in addition to teaching, has often worked in the genetics lab.
There's flexible spine.
Jason sees the value of, developing a mind that can solve problems.
We have a vivarium, and when I started here, the vivarium was a storage room. It was dark. There was a large broken aquarium in there, and that was the spark. We have a zoology club now that's one of the most popular clubs in the school.
Let's just let it climb up.
He's humbled by some of the awards that he wins. He has a lot of them, and the students end up benefiting from knowing, I've got a teacher who's been recognized.
When I have students come back and they tell me they're working in labs, they're veterinarians now, obviously that validates what I'm doing. But it's the experiences that they remember that have more to do with who I am as a person and how I work with them over the years. That means everything. Preparing students to be thoughtful, informed, and motivated learners is the greatest gift we can give our world, and I feel incredibly honored every day to help make that happen. President John F. Kennedy once said that conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. To allow for this growth, we need to free the minds of students and allow teachers to take risks in their teaching. Encourage students to inquire, allow teachers to question, and allow both teachers and students to freely engage in the experience of learning. Thanks to the Golden Apple Foundation and all those who continue to support me in my efforts. I miss you, Mom, and this is for you.
That was a fantastic speech, and we have something even more fantastic. One of Mr. Crean's mentees, this is Elise. She works at the Brookfield Zoo. Elise, who do you have with us?
So today we have Bilbo, the curl-crested aracari. This is one of Jason's own birds that he brings into his classroom.
His hair, he looks like James Brown.
Yes, those little curly feathers on the top of his head are very unique.
And what do you think that Bilbo could teach students?
Well, by bringing him and other animals into the classroom, it connects students with nature on a much deeper level than you otherwise could, and it gets them to feel compassion and really care about nature and about life on this planet. And we're not going to conserve what we don't love and understand. So by seeing this animal and bringing him in, it really helps bring about that passion in his students, and it's amazing.
Thank you. You're amazing. Back to you, Brandis.
How special is that bird? Thank you, Carla.